When do you really need managed WordPress hosting? Best managed WordPress hosting compared. Are you a WordPress beginner who is wondering what is managed WordPress hosting? During your research, you probably came across numerous managed WordPress hosting companies and found that prices of managed WordPress hosting is quite higher than the average shared hosting, which you can get for as low as $2.75 per month. If you're like most people, then you probably thought, why is there such a big price difference? Is managed WordPress hosting really that much better? Do I need managed WordPress plan for my site? Is managed WordPress hosting worth the cost? If so, then which is the best managed WordPress hosting company? If you have any of those questions, then you are in the right place. In this article, we will highlight the pros and cons of managed WordPress hosting. We will also compare the top managed WordPress hosting companies by doing performance tests. You can use our research, knowledge, and experience to decide which managed WordPress hosting company is right for you. After carefully reviewing and comparing dozens of providers, we have also handpicked the best managed WordPress hosting companies of 2023. What is managed WordPress hosting? Due to the popularity of WordPress, several web hosting providers have chosen to specialize in WordPress and offer what's known as managed WordPress hosting. Managed WordPress hosting is a concierge service where all technical aspects of running WordPress is managed by the host. This includes security, speed, WordPress updates, daily backups, website uptime, and scalability. The idea behind managed WordPress hosting package is to offer a completely hassle-free experience, so you can focus on running your business and doing what you are good at. One of the best parts about managed WordPress hosting is the premium support. Your support is provided by real WordPress experts with lots of experience rather than someone who is reading a support manual. Customers describe managed WordPress hosting as a 5-star hotel for WordPress and like having an army of WordPress experts on your side. Pros and cons of managed WordPress hosting. While managed WordPress hosting sounds amazing, it's not for everybody. Take a look at the pros and cons of managed WordPress hosting before you make your decision. Advantages of managed WordPress hosting. Blazing fast, managed WordPress hosting servers are configured specially for WordPress. They are blazing fast even when your website gets a lot of traffic. Security, you are practically hacker-proof when you go with a managed WordPress hosting provider. They have a very tight security layer that actively scans for malware and block all hacking attempts. Expert support, unlike other web hosts, the staff is highly knowledgeable in WordPress. They advise you against using plugins that impact performance, solve problems faster, and much more. It is like having an army of WordPress experts on your side for assistance. Daily backups, they create daily backups and offer restore points if you ever want to revert. Automatic updates, you don't have to worry about updates because they are done automatically. No downtime, no matter how much traffic your site gets, your website will probably never go down. Dev tools, although it varies by host, you usually dev tools such as staging area, version control, etc. You are probably thinking that the advantages sounds pretty attractive. Are there any downside? Disadvantages of managed WordPress hosting. Price. Managed WordPress hosting is significantly more expensive when compared to shared hosting. Base plan usually starts around $29/mo, whereas shared hosting plan starts at $3.95/mo. But if you factor in the cost of running a large website and the salary of system admin, then this will sound like a pretty good option. Limits. because the server architecture is specialized for WordPress, often you are limited to run only WordPress-based sites. But that's what you were looking to do anyways. You also cannot run all WordPress plugins. Managed WordPress hosting providers block plugins that slows down your site. So this is not entirely a disadvantage, but it can be an issue for larger companies. Less control. Since someone else is managing all the technical aspects, you don't have nearly as much say as to what gets changed. But isn't that the point? You don't want the hassle of managing things yourself. Now that you have read the pros and cons of managed WordPress hosting, you're probably wondering if it's the right solution for you. When do you need managed WordPress hosting? If you are a beginner who is starting a blog, then you do not need managed WordPress hosting. You should start with regular WordPress hosting, which is a lot more affordable. We recommend Bluehost, which is also one of the official WordPress hosting providers. Now, if you are a small business or have a high traffic website, then it makes sense for you to get managed WordPress hosting. The decision really boils down to your needs. If you lack the technical skills, then average web hosting can become a hassle as your site grows. With an average hosting, you are responsible for security, updates, speed, uptime, etc. As a business owner, you have two options. You could either hire a system admin to manage your website, or you can use a managed WordPress hosting provider. If you want something that is hassle-free, blazing fast, and offer mind-blowing support, then you have your answer. Basically, if your website is your business, and you can't afford it to go down, then pay the extra bucks for the exceptional service that you will get with managed WordPress hosting. In the end, you have to decide whether you can justify the cost for the value. If low cost is your biggest priority, then go with a non-managed WordPress hosting provider. Now that you have read all about managed WordPress hosting, it is time for you to make a decision. We run several sites that get millions of page views per month. We have tested and worked with all top web hosting companies in the industry. After having helped 400,000 plus users and years of experience, our founder Syed Baki have personally handpicked some of the most well-reputed managed WordPress hosting providers for you. Each of these managed WordPress hosting companies provide excellent service and support. We give each of them a perfect 5 out of 5-star rating. Check out the list of best managed WordPress hosting providers. Best managed WordPress hosting providers. SiteGround. SiteGround is one of the most popular and highest-rated hosting provider in the WordPress community. They provide unique in-house WordPress speed and security solutions to make your site as fast and secure as possible. They are known for the best 24/7 support in the industry, which is why they're an official WordPress recommended hosting provider. This is also why we use SiteGround for hosting the WP Beginner website. SiteGround features include automatic upgrades, daily backups, built-in WP caching, free CDN, free SSL, one-click staging and Git version control. They are also one of the few companies offering location-specific hosting with 6 data centers in USA, Europe, Asia, and Australia. On top of all this, they have special 63% discount for WP Beginner readers. SiteGround is one of the most recommended WordPress hosting companies.